Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning into our YouTube channel. Remember, every Friday we do our live show, and every Sunday at 5 our show airs, except today's a little different, given that it's Good Friday and Easter. So we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Saturday at, 5, and then Sunday at 7. The show will air. Sorry, I was dealing with some peanuts I ate earlier because season, and you can only imagine what team I'm a fan of. Oh yeah, that's right, the Chicago Cubs. It's what this we are Cubs fans here on this show, so I don't lie. I'm a truth teller. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, Open Tax Resolution is there for you. 312-664-6649 or visit chicagotaxteam.com. It's going to be you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
I have to do my
like, share.
I have to do my weekly test before we go live to make sure.
Check it up. Let's see.
To make sure the sound is good, because sometimes the sound isn't good. We've had some bad experiences with.
We're working on it.
We've had some bad.
We're working on it.
Experience.
We're trying to figure it out.
Let's see if I can find it now.
You know what you should do is you should put a piece of tape over that.
Over what?
Find a good
yeah.
setting. Just put a piece of tape
But
over it.
I think, but it's got more than that, because you got the setting on the headphones where we plug it in. So there's.
If we factor out that it's the volume on that thing. Yeah,
that sounds good.
That's gonna.
Okay, that sounds good.
That sounds good.
Okay, so we're gonna do the show as soon as I open up my opening script.
You didn't think he has done this show before?
I have done the show before, but sometimes I'm not.
Baseball time.
So let's.
Yeah, let's talk baseball.
Because baseball started at 11:40. Now I have my tickets arrived. I haven't cut them up with my friend John Ganley yet. I'm going to do that on Monday or Tuesday. Loyola wins on Saturday, which is a big if. But if they win, then they're going to play Monday. Then I don't want to sit around and cut up tickets. I want to watch the big game. But if they don't win, I still want to watch the big game. I'm cutting. I'm watching the big game since I will not have a horse in that race.
Uh-huh.
Not that it won't be exciting, because everybody watches the championship, the NCAA championship last game. I mean,
who doesn't?
So it's always a big game. It will be probably the biggest game I ever experienced. I don't think I ever had a team of mine.
Yeah,
in the championship.
Illinois.
In the championship? Were they in the championship? Oh, they were.
Yeah, and I were.
You know what? Now.
Tough game.
Yes, and I remember, but my team, since I consider it my team, although I should have. That's true. I went to Loyola, and so I'm an alumni.
There you are.
So
I never have a horse in the race. I really never have a horse.
Quincy or Western will never go.
No, or Coldwell Banker Real Estate School doesn't go either.
Let me go. So anyway, I'm ready to go, and I have everything.
I am as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy the show. We're going to talk a little baseball today, too, just to give a little season preview.
Right.
It's Easter.
Today's, it's Thursday, so I got to go to church tonight. Then you got church tomorrow morning.
Church tonight?
Yeah, Thursday, Holy Thursday. It's a big one. Today's the day. They asked to wash my feet, but I didn't know if I was going to be there or not, so I couldn't volunteer. I washed his disciples' feet on Thursday before Friday, where he had the dinner, the Passover dinner. It's a very, I love Easter, the Triduum, very, very important. Now, again, I usually go to church on Saturday evening. I know you don't want to talk about that, but now the game's going to be Saturday. What am I going to do? Saturday's a big,
Why don't you
big
just
church
set
day.
up a cot at church, because it sounds like you're going to be there every day.
Well, I am going to be there every day. That's the time of year. As most people, I think, don't, right? Easter's the biggest day for Christians, not Christmas is not the biggest day for Christians.
I'm not.
I would argue they're both.
Day because without the redemption, without the rising, there is no redemption. Without the redemption, there is no, in my opinion. It's redemption is what it's all about. Without no redemption, and that's what saved mankind, with God's promise. My own opinion. Actually, that's not my opinion. That's a theological perspective. So, anyway, let's do the show.
Pursuant to Internal Revenue Service guidance, be advised that any federal tax advice contained in this program is not intended to be used, and it cannot be used by any person or entity for the purpose of avoiding any tax penalties that may be imposed by the Internal Revenue Service or any other U.S. federal taxing authority or agency, or promoting, marketing, or recommending to another party any transaction or matter addressed in this show. The opinions expressed by the host and the guests are their own and may not be used as authoritative advice. Any use of this material without the written consent of the host is strictly prohibited.
You're listening to the IRS Radio Hour with your host, Attorney Stephen Leahy, on AM 560, The Answer. Tune in every week at 5 for an informative discussion about IRS obligations, credit card debt, mortgage default, collection activity, and how to resolve these legal issues using tax resolution, debt settlement, mortgage loan modification, foreclosure defense, and bankruptcy. Your host is Stephen Leahy, and the principal at Open Tax Resolutions and the law office of Stephen Leahy, PC. Stephen is the author of Deal with Your IRS Problems Today. IRS and debt issues are serious, but there is hope. There are resolutions. So get ready and take notes during the IRS Radio Hour. And now, here's your host, Attorney Stephen Leahy.
From studio. This is the IRS Radio.
Casting.
Stephen A. Leahy, PC, and
bless you, Open Tax Resolution.
Open helps people solve IRS problems. We help people with levies and liens, garnishments. More than that, I get flustered because my computer sometimes freezes. But anyway, they help people with collections, unfiled tax returns, and help people with mortgage foreclosures, loan modifications, bankruptcy, and other debt-related issues. So if you have any of these problems, or you should give us a call. 6649. Again, that number is 312-664-6649. Or visit us on the web at chicagotaxteam.com. Sometimes we have too much fun with that fun every week. I'm Attorney Stephen Leahy, and again, this is the IRS Radio Hour, and I'm joined here by our technical producer, Deborah Schreiner.
Hi, guys. Happy Easter.
It is Easter. Very special, as we were just discussing, very special time of the year. Love, love, love it. And I'm also joined by co-host, my very good friend and real
Why, he's the #1 chief Easter bunny around here. See?
About those things that Attorney Stephen Leahy was talking about. We talk about other things that are going to relate to you, the Chicago taxpayer, or just the taxpayer in general. And Deborah Schreiner, you're the best in the business. Happy Easter to you.
Thank you.
I wanted to hold the facade that I need to be introduced before I speak. That's why I didn't say
talk before you're introduced.
no.
You step out. You're stepping on the line there. So first, Tom Jones. Thursday, recording for a show on Saturday. the show will air because the show this
It's an IRS doubleheader.
it is an IRS doubleheader. And one of the
Let's
things
play too.
this goes to the change of the Chicago stations around here. Everything they're always playing musical chairs, and that the Chicago Bulls have. I won't even say their names. That have the and
That's right. Trying to watch a ball.
so they're going to air the radio version is going to be right here on this station at 2:30, I believe, and so that's going to go into our show, our regular time at 5:00. And
But you can be heard that night at
and 7:00 on Sunday. That's how they're doing it. That's how they're going to run our show this week. So it's a little bit different.
Baseball's back.
On WGN. I shouldn't say that either.
The news, right? Never done the radio before, have you? Throw that.
Here comes Peter Tom.
Figure out what holiday it is.
That's good. That's
Anyway, is this week.
the Cubs, and we saw Ian. I was very. The Blackhawks won the season last year.
Yeah,
And they scored like 11.
On Sunday,
Oh, yeah.
it could be we could be singing a different tune.
I understand.
Going, whoa,
I
but
never
you
can
know,
wait.
hey, I'll take the W the first day. I'm very happy the sports because we have the Cubs. The White Sox are supposed to be rebuilding, but they could have a breakout year too.
That's right.
So this is going to be a fun time in Chicago, especially if you're a baseball fan. You know,
So anyway, we were talking. We didn't do because of the change, and they're very busy around here trying to make it up. But we were talking about the kids that are talking about gun control, and I don't even want a kid that one kid that's. I just think it's unusual that we would listen. That we won't let them vote. We don't want them to drink. We don't want them to drive vehicles.
a lot. I mean, I get it, but then you look back and just what an idiot you are.
The older I get, the more I realize how the rest of us. Only because I was
Stupid, made a terrible investment. Like, why didn't they think better? Like,
do you think you'll be smart? And you say, yeah, well, we're smarter now than they were when they were your age. Well, no, they're stupid. Like he said, they don't even know how to take good. I don't think that means how smart you are.
oh no, you just grew up with it. You didn't program. You didn't create.
Used.
You grew up with.
I didn't have phones, and that wasn't.
I'll tell you what, the kids nowadays, and like me, and then of course you, because you can take a look at the video games that kids play. For example, there's a lot like in Pong. You're sitting there like okay, and then it goes up to me where it's like you got to use two. There's like you go and you have to Oh man, there's so much more that are going on in the games, and it just confuses you. You're like, what? Who can process this information like that? They can.
Well,
They get good at
I
it.
agree with that.
I mean, there's a couple games out there that are like that.
I had something very important to say that you've taken away from me now, Jim, because I don't remember what I was talking about. But anyway, the kids are just, to me, they should step back, and we shouldn't put that.
And then say, okay, here's what we should do.
I agree with that. Try to teach them how to use a
I
weapon.
enjoy
Makes sense.
recreational shooting. I think that's a pastime of mine. I really enjoy it. And I would like to continue to enjoy it for not only my offspring, but for their offspring generations to come.
So on this show today, we're going to talk about FBAR are you talking about? And we're going to talk about that in the blog segment.
Wow.
And I'm going to answer a very important question in the Mr. Know-It-All segment about mortgages and short sales and
That's going to be relevant
and
because
bankruptcy and other things about moving your home,
huge.
and because things have changed. And that's
But before commercial break here in a little bit, but before we do, we want to wish you and your families a happy Easter, a happy Passover.
Absolutely.
We hope you all are enjoying, and remember, in Chicago, it's going to be you. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Easter weekend because we have 2 shows going on. So remember, if we don't answer your question, go on YouTube, we can answer it. Go on Facebook, we can answer it. And also, too, listen to our... Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for tuning in. Remember, Open Tax Resolution is there for you, and we will remind you that it will be that they're there for you. Please don't put your finger in front of the camera.
And one of the problems is that it was running out of battery.
That is true. I want to also say that if you're looking to buy or sell real estate in northeastern Illinois, give me a call, 847-271-3695. Again, that phone number is 847-271-3695. So sit back, relax, and we're coming right out of the commercial break.
I hate when you do that because I was going to say something, but then you interrupted me. How rude! I don't remember.
It's true, though, because the kids, for example, this Fortnite game that they're playing, you ever hear about it? It's kind of like PUBG, but it's Fortnite.
I don't know what PUBG is either.
I've talked about it on the show
I don't know
before,
what it
so.
is. It doesn't mean I know what it is.
But anyway, it's Fortnite, and it's like a battle royale game. They run around and they're shooting each other in this game, but then, like, you could build stuff as you're shooting. It's if he's playing.
Play it out.
I go, how can you? That's why I like
bridges.
You could build bridges and stuff while you're running and
Yes.
It's cartoon.
Joe actually won one. You know, he was the last one. So and he's not one that goes out and kills a lot of people. He kind of
Sissy.
No, because if you got used to
the good ones, no. I play PUBG. I know how it works.
I don't know what PUBG is.
It's the same thing. It's based off the same system. So it's a.
It's pretty interesting though.
Oh wow!
Kids killing, learning how to kill each other.
It's violence.
Actually,
these kids are going through this violent.
Well,
violence is everywhere in the media.
It's always been even killed aliens.
Yeah. So I mean that's.
It wasn't very graphic though.
Well,
okay.
Fortnite isn't really graphic.
It isn't?
No. Have you ever seen it?
I have seen it. Yeah. Well, I guess it's not really graphic. No. DuckDuckGo.com is what I use now instead of Google.
That's what you were saying, yeah.
I
had to throw on a coat here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about it. I'm not trying to do branding for the team, but it is a little chilly.
Yeah, you're branding for the team.
I know, but it is chilly in here, so.
Yeah, let me look up my FBAR. I do these FBAR filings, and we're going to talk about that, but...
do you want to tell people about Open Tax Resolution before we continue?
Well, what would you like me to
Because
tell
it is a
them?
commercial break, and you are the sponsor.
I am a commercial, but no, we're going to talk about it on the show. Let's do the show.
I can't believe she pulled the Paul Lind special.
Yeah.
She saved that one for. That was great. I hate Easter. Here's why. I bought all that candy. But the Reese's are so good this time. You know what's really good? The Reese's egg tastes different.
Is it different?
I don't know. But they taste different. So much better. And the pumpkins are always good around Halloween, too.
Okay, all
Let's
set?
do it. Yep.
Welcome back to the IRS Radio Hour with attorney Stephen Leahy. Stephen has helped hundreds of Chicagoans recover from financial disaster, and he wants to help you and your family. There are resolutions, and you will hear about all those resolutions during today's informative discussion on the IRS Radio Hour on AM 560 The Answer. Now, here's your host, attorney Stephen Leahy.
The IRS Radio Hour on AM. I'm joined here with Deborah Schreiner and Jim Leahy on the, as I said, IRS Radio Hour.
That's right. Happy Easter week. Remember, if you're looking to buy or sell real estate in Northeastern Illinois, give me one more time, 847-271-3695.
That's okay. It's true. Show that we're going to do right now.
It's the blog segment. The blog. The blog. Last week, yeah.
I remember the
45th Street or something like that. That's the name of it.
I don't remember it, but anyway, I think our on it to determine what the name of that song is. What I wanted to talk about. This is the name of the segment is.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's
This just in. The song from Perry Mason is called Park Avenue Beat.
Park Avenue Beat,
Oh, very good.
45th Street, one over.
That's right over there. In that neighborhood. You're right. Remember that. It is a. Now, foreign bank account reporting. Foreign bank. But it actually is a report of foreign.
I need to worry about it.
You there are some people who do have to worry about it, and this is it goes to the IRS. So here we are on the IRS Radio Hour, and it's going to talk about it because the IRS is in charge of enforcing this. It's actually and it's really a banking matter, and it was. The IRS is part of the Treasury Department, so the Treasury Department said, "Here of this required and make sure that people who are required to foreign bank account report every year do so." And so what happens is if a foreign nation
like Switzerland,
like Switzerland, very good. Remember, it was always, hey, Swiss bank accounts are anonymous. They'll never tell money there.
That's why I brought it up.
This was the United States government started going after people who had foreign They don't want you to because of terrorism. They want to track down terrorist money and for them to make sure that you're paying your taxes. So if you have to be an American citizen, and this is where it gets kind of confusing. I think the foreigners, and I have some clients who are foreigners who count in the country where they're from, and they own some. And they said, we don't even think about and, we just figure, hey, that's there, this is here, it doesn't have anything to do with us here. But they are every year.
Really?
The FBAR every year.
Okay,
so it's change. It used to be it was due on the June 30th, but last year I believe on the 16th, 2016, might have been 2015 where they changed it to the rule was that it went to tax day. So whenever tax day is, this is where you have to tell the government is the signatory bank account. It could be I'm just a signatory.
Like this.
Citizens.
No.
Yes.
In the United States. And
clients. And most people,
everybody's saying that we should adopt other nations. Their tax policy.
Well, most governments just take everything right away. They don't have to leave. But confusing. But here's the bad penalties that can
$1,000. That much.
Actually, it can be a criminal. There's a distinction between willful and non-willful. So if get this. So if it's $150,000. It's worth even go or in the account. So some people might have millions of dollars, and they're not even really limited. So a lot of money by not doing it, but you can also go to jail. So you give up your freedom. That's not. Now, the thing is, a lot of people don't really know about this. And some of my clients they came here, they're working here, and I have some that are very educated, PhDs. And it was an innocent mistake. Yes! Yes! You knew you had to do it and you didn't do it. And they say, no, they're going to say you did know. You're going to say I didn't know. And then there's a problem, right? And now the good, and that's what we want to avoid. So first off, the first thing is if you're a foreigner or if you're an American with a foreign account and you haven't heard from the IRS and you haven't to know, we can eliminate all the penalties. So, an amnesty program. So even though if you haven't, avoid going to jail. Now you're going to be. That's important. Okay, so get in front of this, because once they start, and programs to fix this.
Because you have an education. They go, you were this.
Of the law is no defense, right? You can't say, well, I didn't know, so therefore it doesn't. So again, if you have, let me know. Not everybody $10,000 in the account. Anyway, have to report every one of those accounts. So not have a 664-6649. Again, it's 312-6. Visit us on the web at ChicagoTaxTeam.com.
Real close. Real last question, too. Have you seen a lot of people with the FBAR?
Yes.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that and for 6649 to visit Chicago. Now, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned on this Easter weekend. We've got some more great content lined up for you. We have the Mr. Know-It-All segment. We have the Trump segment. Listen to our sponsors and come right back.
Time.
That I did, but I was already getting my closing remarks.
But you
can't really.
You can't ham and haw. I could have said something else. I got a lot to say. I can't say.
We were able to enjoy.
Oh boy!
Doesn't it really does? Perry Mason just didn't really do it justice.
But it really fit the show. Mysterious music. I mean, Perry Mason. It fits your show. Something by Taylor Swift.
It's Train. She does this. She does the cover of it though.
You realize it's an
it's an old song. Even her 2002 or 2003 song to it, and now I've listened to the words, and I've learned that he wrote it because his mom passed away, and it's really about his mother being in heaven, and that's the song, and so that's my new favorite song. As you know, I go through them sometimes fairly regularly.
What, your new favorite song?
Yeah, somebody.
favorite song of the week.
Somebody just subscribed to my YouTube channel.
Love it, ladies
I don't know if you're watching right now.
Thank you so much. YouTube show. Remember, we're doing it live. Again, I'm sorry for. And we don't know. You can either look through Stephen A. Leahy's channel and see if there are past videos to check out, or answer it on the show. So just feel free to comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff.
It is true. No, you did it again. That you interrupted me and I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway.
I'm pushing you.
You are. You're pushing the boundaries today. To do a Trump segment, is that true? Is that true?
I don't know. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
China.
You wanted to
I did.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
Skill.
You know what happened with that, right, Deborah?
Trump called her.
She's a Trump fan?
She is a Trump. Oh, let's talk about this on the show.
listening to the IRS Radio Hour with attorney Stephen Leahy on AM 560 The Answer. Attorney Stephen Leahy brings his passion and expertise to your radio each and every week during the IRS Radio Hour. Tune in, take notes, and be educated. Learn your options resolving financial obstacles that face so many. And now, back to the IRS Radio Hour with your host, attorney Stephen Leahy.
We have answering your with Deborah Schreiner, our technical producer, and my co-host and real talk.
Right, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, if we don't answer your question, again, make sure you find an avenue to get that answered, and that's either through calling Open Tax Resolution 312-664-6649, going on Facebook for our podcast, going on YouTube to see Stephen
Put something in the comments.
To put a comment down, because you're also helping people across the United States.
It's true. I help people all over the country.
So
now.
that's a great little tool to help get you back on track.
Right.
What are we doing this segment?
We're going to do the Trump segment.
Love it.
We're talking about Trump. Trump!
Take a look at my Twitter account.
President Trump!
Sort of amazing.
We're talking about Trump. Trump!
America first.
President Trump!
Together, we will make America great again. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Where recently?
I think the only scandal with the Stormy Daniels is the fact that he picked Stormy Daniels.
Well, you know, it was also 10 or 15 years ago.
That's the only scandal there. She's not the. I
think she's fairly attractive. Her stuff is going out, but she lost in court. I didn't see that yet. I didn't see that. Disclosure agreement is a non-disclosure agreement. Of course, I heard that she could be. Someone's like, she got away with a measly 130. But someone, you know, it's a. You've signed it. You got to be.
Daniels.
Minutes.
Yeah, let me just sum it up for you. Just take 2 dinner plates, put them up to your face, and that's going to be Stormy Daniels because her pupils were huge. Drugs.
Or a variety.
Let's just. You coming out of California? You do that lifestyle? Okay.
So Dick Morris. I watched the Dick Morris clip because he's back. He had some health issues, but he's is reasons everybody is this. So in in every one of those line items, you have to spend it the way they say. But it's just an appropriation. So there are defense and non-defense, and so kind of any way he wants. In the defense,
yeah,
because he's saying it's defense. He stuff in there, and we're gonna get it. And he said, "Oh, you beat me." And this for military. Okay, this other stuff you. We don't want. You beat me. Okay, we'll do that. And then they do that, and he says, well, first, I'm not going to spend the money on what you think I'm going to spend the money on here, and I'm going to use the defense. thing for the saying anyway, even though you think I'm not. So you think you beat me. But
I don't know if that's what.
Budget.
Right, then I will change my tune on Donald Trump.
Oh, you're not the only one. I saw and might be turning on him.
Alex Jones is a goof.
He was maybe he is playing.
Maybe well, President Donald Trump. And gentlemen, tax resolutions are for you. 312-664-6649 and visit Chicago. It's going to be. It's got no other intro on the radio like ours. Okay, I'm talking El Presidente. And anyway, ladies and gentlemen, remember, open.
FBAR for 10 minutes, but
that was easy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Here, he could talk.
Is required for everybody. So you're supposed to do it like a tax return. You're supposed to do it every year.
Well,
So,
even me?
You don't have a foreign account. If you have a foreign account, you're supposed to do it every year. So it's not. And this is where it's going to be taxable in America, and they didn't put it in their tax returns. So now they got to go back and amend their tax returns.
I had a foreign account that gained a lot of interest, and I didn't realize.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now that's supposed to be reported on your income tax.
I know, but like, let's just say, I have an account. I moved from one country. I moved from, like, let's say, Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
And I have an account, and I thought I closed everything. I had this one account, and I move, and I forgot I had it, but I just gain a lot of money. Like, I gain a lot of money. And I'm just talking hypothetically. Does that really happen? Probably.
Yeah.
Very. A lot of money. I don't even know.
Fund, and I have, and that.
Even know. They can sell.
That's talked about because they had money there and they didn't realize it. They didn't remember it, and you know they just said we just pretended like it was gone all the time. So
that's great. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that they're getting penalized, but
we're going to keep them out of jail, Jim.
That's right. You know how great that would be, though. You're sitting there and be like, it's got to be like a slap in the face and also it's like a Sour Patch Kid. First it's sour, then it's sweet. Because you're like, oh my God, they're hitting me with this fine. Oh, how much money we got?
Yeah, but I know, but sometimes people didn't forget about the money. They just didn't think that they had to report it. And when you have laws in a different country, you don't even realize. And who laws? Anyway, that's right. So now this is the
Mr. Know-It-All segment. You're going to introduce it. Remember, you got a great introduction. Don't tell the people. Just do it.
Okay, but I'm trying to remember how to do it. That's what I was going to say.
I think you'll figure it out. You're pretty good on your toes.
Welcome back to the IRS Radio Hour with attorney Stephen Leahy. Stephen has helped hundreds of Chicagoans recover from financial disaster, and he wants to help you and your family. There are our resolutions, and you will hear about all those resolutions during today's informative discussion on the IRS Radio Hour on AM 560 The Answer. Now, here's your host, Attorney Stephen Leahy.
And Jim Leahy segment.
And now, here's that man with a head just crammed full of knowledge, Mr. Know-It-All.
Where Attorney Stephen Leahy answers those questions that are burning deep inside, like, what the FBAR is going on?
Easter candy.
Is the Reese's. That is the Reese's peanut butter.
You know what I got? I have the assortment at home, the regular and the white chocolate.
Oh, I like the white chocolate.
Yeah, I do too. And I put it in the fridge.
Sweet jelly beans.
Pieces eggs.
Oh, I haven't had
They're
those.
unbelievable.
Put the Reese's Pieces. That's the question, right? At the mortgage question, okay, and here, and I've had did have short sales last year, 2017. Every year, this Forgiveness Act was an act designed to help people who lost their home to foreclosure or through a short sale. Just because a lot of people won't remember what this is. You get a of debt, and so they turn around and they don't always do that because they can come after you for that $100,000. But let's say they forgave the debt of $100,000, and you say, "Whoa, that was good." 1099-C, and the 1099-C again is a cancellation of debt. IRS says last year, now you have to pay $1,000 and the tax rate. Well, at $100,000, that's so the money was designed for foreclosure or short sale. That money that was forgiven, and that happened in 2007 with all the and every year, and then I'm not going to get that extension, mortgage extension. I'm not going to get that forgiveness, and then in December. This year in December, it didn't happen. Last year, I should say, in 2017. It didn't happen. This year, they're going to pass it. Okay, so I had clients say, "Oh, now what am I going to do? And we're going to do their taxes." There's some 982 firm. 982 firm and try to avoid means. And it came to 9th of 2000 was the Mortgage Debt Forgiveness Act.
Everybody, because ladies and gentlemen, we're recording the show and we're doing it our YouTube live channel, which is what we do every Friday.
Yes.
That's why I was just on my phone looking up, because I just had again, me being a realtor, I just had a class on the new tax bill that I wasn't able to attend that evening, but I have the slides from it. So I'm trying to go through and look for it. So I do apologize, but please go a little more.
This year it didn't pass out, and I didn't hear about it, but they passed it as forgiveness portion, and so they made it retroactive to 2017. I don't think they made it for 2018. I don't think they do it for 2 years. They did it last time. They did it for 15 and 16. Like December of 2015, they passed it for 15 and 16, and because it's very important to my clients.
You know what, let's go.
Position 2, or if you get a 1099.
That's the most important
question.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
Well, and that's why I was on my phone. I was trying to look up information on the new tax bill, which is great because now of the spring season, because a lot moving, you're going to start helping out a lot of people across the country. Listen to our sponsors. Come on back. We hope you're enjoying this Easter weekend with family, sitting around and I can't figure out where it was.
Happy Easter weekend.
Is it Passover too, though?
It's Friday through tomorrow.
Oh, last Friday you think it started?
No, tomorrow.
Starts for tomorrow.
How do I do this?
Like, we are physically, it's Thursday.
It was a Passover dinner that he had on Good Friday.
Passover 2018. Friday evening and ends the evening of Saturday, April 7th. But a
that's what you're celebrating at the dinner.
Changes to SALT deduction that were in this new tax bill, like House Bill $10,000 limit for property taxes.
Yes, yes.
Senate draft bill no deduction.
Yes.
Final product $10,000 limit for property. I should have been able to. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Remember, open tax resolution is there for you. 312-664-6.
Okay, let's do the final segment.
I'm going to bookmark this, actually.
Book it.
You're listening to the IRS Radio Hour with attorney Stephen Leahy on AM 560, The Answer. Attorney Stephen Leahy brings his passion and expertise to your radio each and every week during the IRS Radio Hour. Tune in, take notes, and be educated. Learn your options resolving financial obstacles that face so many. And now, back to the IRS Radio Hour with your host, Attorney Stephen Leahy.
Oh, yes.
So,
yes,
I got my first, remember, this is not going to make a lot of sense to people because I'm remembering what we were going to talk about. But I got my first phone at Wrigley Field, my first cell phone at Wrigley Field. I already had my season tickets. So that's
Primeco, wasn't it?
It was Primeco.
A little alien.
They had a special there at
I remember
got the phone. That's where I got my first cell phone. Kind of weird.
After a few. I remember life without cell phones.
Well, you're kind of at that age. That's why my my kids.
I know. That's the weirdest thing.
Really.
I'm like, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, they do, because you're an older.
I hope so. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, if you're looking to buy in Illinois, you give me a call. 847-2. That's right, 847-5. We'll sit down and see what we can do for you. I work with a lot of great people. That's what's great about having the radio. I know a lot of great people that can get you into that home, and I can find we'll find the right price.
A lot of people sell property in short sales, and others. Not always a short sale, but I help. I've gone to many closings in my day.
That's why.
And we've had mortgage brokers, lawyers.
That's right. A lot of people. I know Townstone Financial does their show on this station, and you know what? And I know they're great.
And our friend David Hochberg.
Yeah, that's right, David Hochberg. You know, there's a lot of ways of getting the word out. All right, guys, we can get you into that dream home. Just give me a call. 36959. I know we're throwing a lot of phone numbers at you, and there's a lot going on, and the kids are running around. It's a little bit later on Easter. And I just want to sit down and relax. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let you do that. We're going to talk a little Cubs to wrap up the show. What a great opening day.
Yes. Well, I'm just going to add something because I just read this. If forgiveness through 2019. So I told you I was going to look it up. And I did.
Here's a question. If I didn't pick up anything that you just said, because I didn't.
312-664-6649 in Mr. Know-It-All segment. So look back. It's in here on YouTube. Go back to YouTube. You can look back and see it. And what I was talking about, now it's coming out that it's show. So we're going to
That's
do it
right. We're going to be talking. So this is great information to have. It's going to be in your tool, but it's a great tool to have. Happy Easter, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you're enjoying it with family, with friends.
Happy Easter to Deborah.
That's right.
Happy Easter to Jim.
Happy
Easter to you, the listener.
Don't eat too many Reese's eggs, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, open tax resolution is there for you. 312-664-6649. So much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, same bat time, same bat channel. And here. So, Attorney Stephen Leahy, I want to thank you so much for having another great show. Ladies and gentlemen, Mortgage Forgiveness Act coming up here in next couple of weeks. Attorney Stephen Leahy's on the case. He's going to be learning more about this tax bill as it comes out. We're going to be about the bill.
Well, thanks for watching. I forget sometimes the segments.
I know.
And you were here, and you saw it.
That's what's great about having the live feature. Remember, segment, put a because you can get direct contact with Attorney Stephen Leahy. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We wish you a happy Eastern Passover, and we'll talk.